Welcome back to episode 3 of the Unfiltered 20's, where we discuss...
Ooh.
Do you remember it? No. Where we explore the experiences, challenges and joys of being in your 20's.
Slay! Fuck it up!
Don't say
Wait,
that
don't
to
let
me.
me hang.
Don't say that to me.
That was crispy.
Alright. And today we're going to be talking about the friendships and the dynamics between you and your friends and growing up in your 20's and everything to do with making friends, losing friends, conflict with friends. What are you doing?
My hand's really itchy.
So you use the microphone to scratch it?
Good.
Do you know everyone's probably... it's probably not too bad.
It's a very good scratcher. You want to scratch it? Oh, ow, too hard. Just here. No, that's not even the right spot, bro. That's not where I pointed. This one. Yeah.
So Lateah, what does it mean to be your friend? You seem to have a lot of them. And you're very good at making them. So, yeah, what does it mean to be a friend? What does it mean to be your friend? Like, yeah.
Okay, is it in regards to like... Well, I guess it's kind of the same thing, hey?
I have no idea what you were gonna say.
I'm so tired. I can feel my ADHD like tweaking right now. Like I keep going to start a sentence and then my mind is just like, next. And I realise that I haven't actually said anything yet.
Just roll with it.
I'm trying, but you're just going to keep getting like, skidda ba 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 ba. That.
And that's what the people love. That's why they watch.
Listen.
They listen to 30 minutes of ADHD crackhead.
Being one of my friends or being a friend to me has a lot to do with just like, I think especially, it's kind of just like, I think a lot of it is simply prioritizing. Like, I think there's respect and there's trust and there's friendships that you know are just friendships like in the behind the scenes all the time. But I think being one of my closest friends in today's day and age is simply being a priority. Like, I'll prioritize you, you prioritize me, make time to see each other, build those connections, make those relationships. Because at the end of the day, you can click with 25% of the world. Like 25% you're going to want absolutely nothing to do with. 25% why are you looking at me like that?
You reckon you could be friends with 25% of the world?
You could be distant friends. Like,
Do you know how many people is 25% of the world population?
Yeah, but I like a lot of people for like different reasons.
You do?
I hate a lot of people. But I like a decent chunk of people.
Okay.
Maybe 10.
So
10%.
You're saying if you met everyone in the world, every single person, 25% of them you would like as
Okay,
friends.
I might be exaggerating here, but can you let me get my point across? Because now you're just
I
fucking
gotta
with my
fact check
train
you,
of
bro.
thought.
I always got
You're fucking with it. I was on a path and now we've skiddy upped. I need a butt. Skiddy up.
All right, continue.
Boom, 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 boom.
Please
boom.
continue.
But yeah, I think it's just like everyone, I get a lot of questions about like the depths of my relationships and how we get to that point and how our lives look so fun. You just fucking say yes. You go and do shit. Like, you have common interests. Sometimes you don't. Sometimes you go anyway. Sometimes it's not that fun. Sometimes it is. But like, you make memories based on those experiences. One person saying one funny joke is an inside joke that comes around the next time that somebody else gets left out of, but you're a part of because you made that connection. You know what I mean? And then a friendship is a friendship. I don't think I'm making any sense anymore.
Wow. A friendship is a friendship.
Believe it or not.
No, you're 100% right though. I do agree with the yes. Say yes more often.
Yeah.
Spend time with each other. You create memories.
Yeah, it's simply, it is relationship building. It's the same thing as like meeting somebody. If you went on one date and then left it 2.5 months and then went on another date, you ain't about to date that bitch, are you? You don't message them every day. You don't check in. Like, you ain't getting to know them. You know.
Nope. Do you think it's important at the start of the friendship to do that type of stuff, like to build the proper strong foundation of that friendship? Is it important to like hang out or prioritize hanging out and seeing each other? Or do you think a relationship or a friendship could be built over like once a month kind of things? You know what I'm coming at?
Yeah, I think it depends on connection and communication as well. Like I'm like a firm believer in like a bit of spirituality and a bit of like soul ties and a bit of connection in that way. And I think there's just certain people who you sit down at a table with and like you can sit there and be like, anything that I say right now, I'm not going to feel stupid for saying, because I know that they just are on that wavelength. You know what I mean? Like you can sit down at a table and you can like look across from someone and be like, I can say whatever I feel about the sun, the star and the moon, because they're just going to get what the fuck I'm saying. And I know that they're going to get it.
Yeah.
And that's a formation of a certain type of friendship. But then it's also like whether you actually choose to open up about those things and discuss those deeper, meaningful things and build that like trusting relationship, or whether you keep it to yourself and then all of a sudden like that fizzes out, you know?
I think there's 3 levels of friendships. Level 1, where you're just purely friends, and this is people you meet at work, or you got hobbies or your sports club, and these are just people that you hang out with because of convenience, because of location, environment, but you don't really have that deep connection, you know what I mean? That deep connection where you can sit around the table and just say whatever you want and they'll just get it, or you feel so comfortable that you know that they'll just get it. And then you've got level 2 of friendship, where it's like close friend, where yes, you can sit around the table, say whatever you want, and you know they'll get it, and you genuinely care about them and you check up on them all the time and you hang out with them. You prioritize hanging out with them.
Roast beef.
Roast beef.
Have you not seen that meme?
No.
It's a Vine from like years ago. And she's like, I think they're talking about punani colours actually. And one of them says something about like pink, and then one of them's like, roast beef.
Then you have level 3, where it's like soul ties, you know, the people that are just on that deeper level of like, I can't really be without this person, you know?
Yeah.
Like you are so close and so connected that you every day, or your whole kind of life and world I swear every time I talk, it's just interruptions.
I'm so sorry, but I almost actually farted in that last cough. Your nostrils are moving, but nothing else is. Anyway, no, you actually did really well just then. You know what? Good tonality, good points.
Oh my God, I'm actually...
Twinkle me.
There's one thing I've noticed with you and your friends since I've known you, is you're quite big on the FOMO side of things.
Yeah, massively.
Like hanging out with friends, you hate being the one who's not there.
Yeah.
You actually hate it so much.
Yeah.
And I think that does play a big role in like some of the friend dynamics that people have.
Yeah.
Is where they just don't want to miss out on hanging 100%. Out with everyone. Like
I won't miss out on anything, but I think that's what's so good. Like we have a big group chat with all of our friends, like a big group chat. I think there's like 12 to 14 people in it at this point, maybe.
There's lots of people
something
now.
Like that. But literally every event, like even if I mean, obviously we still sometimes hang out like one-on-one or like with a small group of 3 or 4 of us, or like a small girls, whatever. But like if there's an event and like more than 3 to 4 people are going, it simply gets sent into the group chat and you're like, hey y'all, quiz night, Alexander, 6:30 p.m, be there. And sometimes people just don't even reply and they'll just like rock up at 6:30 and you're like, oh, hey.
Didn't know you were coming, but you're here now. Mm-hmm. And it's good. I think it's good like that. It's really good what we've got going on, where we have a group of friends who will show up, won't show up. You know, it's like kind of, it's Arlo.
It's Arlo. Yeah, well, I think that also comes from like, so when I was 16, 17, maybe 16, 17, I had like a really close group of girls. And the reason that I fell out with this really close group of girls at like such an annoying stage of my life was literally because they didn't invite me to this one event. Like straight up, everyone went except for me. Every single person went and I didn't even cop an invite.
Someone must have not liked you.
Do you think I'm unlikable?
Sometimes. No. I'm just kidding.
Why wouldn't someone like me?
I don't know. Why do we ask that person? Who didn't invite you? Are you going to name drop?
No, but I mean we were younger as well, so like no grudges held. I'm friends with like majority of the girls that were in that group at that time nowadays because we've all grown up. Like forgive, not forget, forgive, move on with life. Like no grudges held, no hard feelings, whatever. But that was so fucking painful to go through, and that is why I made that huge group chat, and that is why I will post fucking everything, because that feeling of FOMO, sitting at home and like watching shit through social media, which is also fucked up. Like the social media day and age of friendships is fucked up. But sitting at home and watching something and being like, all it took was an invite. Like I feel like that really ruins a lot of friendships. Like I know a lot of people who have dealt with that.
Yeah, okay.
That's a friendship ruiner. Like it's not hard to just invite someone, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
They don't have to show up. They don't have to come. They literally could have any excuse under the sun, but it's not hard to just, hey, we're doing this if you want to come.
Yeah, it is. It's so easy. Do you think, I don't know, like for me though, like it doesn't bother me as much. Compared to someone like you. Whereas if I don't cop an invite, like I don't really care enough. Like if you do invite me, I'm more than likely going to come and show up. We'll do what I can. This is what I'm talking about. I'll be talking and then you'll be doing something stupid.
I'm so sorry. What do you want me to do? Honestly?
Listen and then talk back.
That is the most boring fucking thing of a podcast I've ever seen in my entire life. That is what every bitch is doing. You know what's getting the views, Riley? The burps and the ice chewing and the Arlo and the ADHD.
You scare me. You actually scare me. You're scary.
Riley.
Lateah does this thing where she does this voice.
I freaked myself out last night, actually. It got to the point where I was like, okay, am I actually
it's
half
like
possessed?
It's like a demon possessed voice that she does.
Riley.
And it's so creepy.
Anyway, moving on. What were we talking about? You were talking. Sorry, continue.
We were talking about FOMO, but I think we'll wrap that one up. And
scene.
I
don't know if you can see my underwear the way I'm sitting, and I really need to just like adjust everything.
I think you might would be a wise choice to close your legs.
Okay. How do you approach making new friends?
Me? I didn't even start talking.
I didn't try for that one.
Do you never try to burp?
That was straight taco. Anyway, continue.
Ooh. How do I approach making new friends?
Yeah. Or how would you give advice on making new friends?
I think just being open to it to begin with. Like just if you are wanting to look and make new friends, you need to put yourself out there. So if you aren't in any social environments, it's pretty hard to make friends. So like if you don't go to uni, or you don't go to a sporting club, or you don't go out and do activities with friends, it's hard to make new friends. And I think it's a good idea to start like going out with your existing friends and expanding the circle. Yeah. Kind of seeing your friends' and then that way
that's the easiest way to do it.
I think that's the easiest way, seeing your friends and hanging out that way. And that way you can build relationships through a mutual friend. It's so much easier. And you already have something in common, or you most likely have things in common because they're friends and you're friends with them. Yeah. So that's the easiest way to approach it, I think.
I saw there's this quote that I saw on TikTok. We're doing the quotes again. But I freaking love it. And it's literally like, be your truest weird self and you will eliminate those who don't accept you. And what's it called when you like attract. You will eliminate those that don't accept you, and you will attract those who will feed you, or something along those lines. Like feed your soul. Like feed you.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, come on. Use your spiritual. Come on, tap in.
Well, you get me to feed you all the time.
Tap in.
You're cranky otherwise. Where's your train of thought now? Where'd the choo-choo train go? She's lost it.
What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh, the quote.
You're a terrible co-host.
No, but the thing is, where I'm going... What I'm trying to say is, being your authentic self will lead to better formed relationships, real friendships, because the more that you try to please people, the less true you are to yourself, the more miserable you are in every single thing that you do. But as soon as you're actually yourself and you simply accept who wants to be in that space with you, that's when you start to make relationships that actually feed your happiness and like feed your soul. Feed you.
That was terrible.
Can't reach that high. Anyway.
There's this thing where 7 years, well, they say that 7 years is a good ballpark figure for how long a friendship needs to last, for it pretty much to last forever. So if you have a friend that you've known and you are friends after 7 years, you're going to be friends for life.
Who have you had that are friends for more than 7 years?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, Paddy and Josh, I'd say, my close high school friends.
Yeah.
They've hit 7 years. Chloe, I think we've been friends for like 10, 11, 12 years, I think. We've known each other a long time ago.
Yeah.
Other 10-year relationships.
7, babe. 7's the ballpark.
7. 7's the golden spot. Other than them, they're my only long distance. Oh, Madeline, she's like a family friend.
Yeah.
Family friends are different though. Like you kind of born into that, or you grow up into it.
Yeah.
So they're your friends for life because of family.
Yeah. I don't know though, because like I choose to be Lockie's friend. Like Lockie is one of my closest friends, although he's a family friend.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yours is different with Lockie. Because you also went to school and stuff with Lockie.
Yeah. We moved schools together.
You guys moved schools together. So your dynamic with Lockie is different because you guys were also friends outside of family.
Yeah.
Whereas lots of other people have just family friends where
they don't really communicate outside of like family events.
But you're excited to see them at the family event because
they're your person.
They're your person in that space.
Within an environment.
But yeah, outside of that, I don't really have 7+ years anymore. Not for other people. Not like close people. Yeah.
Who have I got? I've got Lockie, who I've known since birth. Zach, who's been my best mate since year 8. We've got Faith, who's been my friend since 13. Lauren, since we were like 11, 12. I don't know, 11 or 12. And then Geordie, since we were like 14, 15. How old are we now? 21. Is that 7 years?
15's not, so 14 is. So it's 6, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And then I'm trying to like quickly flick through the rest of the friend group. Sam's been my friend since like pretty much the same time as Lauren, maybe like 12, 13. Yeah. I've had 6 friendships for over 7 years, 7 years. Wow. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's weird.
And they're literally all a part of that group.
What group? Oh, Lauren.
Our group.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Cute.
Aww.
Except Faith.
Yeah.
How long have you known Rachel?
Faith's also on a cruise ship, though.
Faith is in the ocean. She's in the ocean.
She's sailing away.
Dancing on a shower ship. Yeah, I think 7 years. Yeah, 7 years is a pretty good figure. Like, do you feel like you would be friends with all of those people for the rest of your life?
Oh, 100%. Those people will be
Exactly.
standing up next to me at my wedding.
They will be at my wedding. 100% be at my wedding.
Not just backseat bandits at the wedding, though.
No.
They'll be wearing matching fucking fits right next to me at the hens party.
Yeah.
Except for the boys. They might have to be at your side of shit.
My side of stuff.
Yeah, Sam doesn't count, though. Sam's a bitch.
Yes. Correct. Is he going to wear a dress, though? No. He'll wear a tux.
He'll do what I tell him to do.
Okay.
If I say you are not invited unless you wear a dress, I reckon he'd wear a dress.
100% he'd wear a dress.
I should do it just for the laughs.
We should. We should specialize his invitation. Be like PS.
Prerequisites.
Yeah, requirement for Sam has to wear a dress.
At least to the ceremony. He can change for the reception when he wants to break it down.
Yeah,
you know?
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
But
in all of the photos,
reception.
when we look back and they're on the wall,
and he's in
and
a
our
dress.
kids one day are going, "Is that Uncle Sam?" Yeah, baby.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
Don't look at it. Don't look at it. It can't hurt you if you don't look at it.
He doesn't hurt. He's just going to lay there for now, for the rest of the pod. He's so cute.
This is my other friend.
Your other friend. He'll be lifelong, baby.
Yeah, well,
Lifelong
in dog
baby.
years, we've pretty much been best friends for 7 years. So, technically,
I
we've
thought-
made that lifelong connection.
But he's 2 years old. That's like 14.
Yeah, exactly.
14
That's what I'm
years.
saying.
Yeah. That's crazy. Me and Arlo have been friends for 7 years.
My little schnoop.
That kind of goes
I don't want
against
kisses.
like
Lay down.
relationships, I think. Because like I would say I've only really known you for a year
Yeah,
properly.
yeah.
So we'll see. We'll get to 7 and then we'll see.
About what?
Well, it's going to be for a lifetime.
I think relationships are a little bit different though, because I mean, you make a different connection with someone when you're going in and out of them. Tell me I'm wrong. You get to know them from the inside out.
I'm not going to be able to post this pod.
You have to. That was so funny.
Was it?
I think so. No, relationships are a little bit different because I mean, let's be real. Like, no, I have fucking strong friendships who I see a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But I don't see them anywhere in comparison to the amount of time we spend together.
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah.
so, like, obviously that relationship's going to build a bit faster, a bit stronger, a bit quicker because you're in each other's space and face all the bloody time.
And you love it.
You love it more.
I do.
Yeah.
Like I tell you, I love you more.
No.
You just said
I said you love it more, as in hanging out with me.
exhibit it.
Because I'm fun.
Fun.
Fun. Funky fresh.
Thought you weren't British.
No, but apparently all of your poos and reenactments are.
That's quite funny, isn't it?
One last point about friendship, since that's what we were supposed to be talking about. Just back on track real quick. The choo-choo train is coming into the station.
Continue.
You laugh with your nostrils first. It's like you try and hold it in and so your mouth goes like this. Anyway,
Back
I
to the
don't know if
station.
it's the same 7-year rule, but there is definitely like a point of friendships where like you don't need to communicate with them every day to know that they are one of your closest friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like I am not a messenger, I am not a Snapchatter, and like some of my friends still are. Like they'll Snapchat each other more than they Snapchat like me, even if they met through me, let's say, or aren't as close with each other as they are with me. But like if our conversation is done, I'm gonna leave you on scene and I will message you next time I need something or you need something. Like, see you later. I don't want your notifications sitting in my fucking phone. It's annoying. But anyway, those people, like my whole friend group, my close friends, 100% hands down, if somebody asks me who your friends, their names are gonna come up, even though they're not people who I message every single day. You know what I mean? And like, even with Faith, me and Faith for the past 3 to 4 years, we go for like breakfasts or lunch or brunches or bottomless cocktails, whatever we do, we see each other like once every 2 to 3 months. And every time we see each other, because we are so close in our friendship, we tell each other everything. And so it's not like we sit down there and we're like, how have you been? Yeah. How's the boyfriend? Like, no, it's literally we sit the fuck down and it is word vomit for like 3.5 hours until everything is out on the table and we've caught each other up on that last 2.5 months. And even when you don't think anything interesting's happened, they'll start talking about something and you're like, oh my fucking God. Like this and this and this and this and this. And then it comes to a time when one of us have an appointment and we have to leave and there's still so much to say that sometimes we FaceTime on the way to our appointments. Because there just wasn't enough time. But I feel like that's all of my friendships at this point, where like when they're built and they're solid,
they're built.
You don't need to maintain them as often as you would in the building process, because that scaffolding's already there, you know?
Yeah.
And once that trust and that respect is built, like, and you're going to talk about everything in your life, you can talk. And I can bloody talk.
Yes, you can. I think, that's the same for me. Like, that's the high school friends, Pat and Josh. Love them to pieces. Like, I wouldn't even blink an eyelid if they asked me to do something. Yeah. You know, like, it'd be straight away. Like, if you need anything, I'll be there for you. Even though Josh can test my patience sometimes. Don't know how that man walks the earth still, but I do love him. But yeah, if rather than ask anything of me, and someone I forgot to mention, Regan, 7 years.
True.
He's been my friend for 7 years. Yeah. And I think he will definitely be a lifelong friend in some sort of form.
Cute.
Yeah.
Love.
But yeah, like if Pat, I would take a bullet for Pat or Josh and those boys. Like, it's just something I would do. You know? Okay,
so to wrap it up, if we're giving advice on making friends in your 20s, advice on building friendships in your 20s, let's go 3 quick facts, 3 quick advice statements, like dot point, bang, bang, bang.
Bang,
go.
bang, bang. Put yourself out there, put the effort in, and be you. Be genuinely you.
Nice.
What are your 3 quicks? I had good ones.
Okay, if I'm not allowed to like go off those same sort of topics, if I'm trying to think of like other things, what if I don't have other things?
This is what I'm saying.
Okay, wait, no, let me think. Give me 10.
We don't have time.
I said 10.
It is 10.
10 seconds. But now you've just interrupted me, so it starts again. Okay. 1 would be to invest, but also reciprocate. So I mean by that, I know we're trying to be quick, fast, but what I mean by that is like, don't always wait for somebody to reach out. It's okay for you to reach out and be like, hey, what are you doing on Friday? Oh, you're busy? All good. How about Sunday night? Missing you, thinking about going and doing this. Axe throwing looks fun. Let's go do that. You know? Reach out as well. Like, don't always wait.
Just going on that.
Yeah.
3, what do we call this? The 3 try rule?
Oh,
3 try rule.
3 strike rule.
3 strike rule. That's what we're coining it, the 3 strike rule.
Yeah.
This applies to friendships and relationships. You can do that 3 times, but if they say no 3 times, don't reach out
and show
again.
No interest. Like, it's one thing for them to be like, fuck, I'm so sorry, I have work, or I'm flying out to Bali this week. Like, those things are fair enough. But if they like bail on you, cancel on you, are showing no interest 3 times, the ball is in their court.
Ball is in their court to make it up. Otherwise, you're probably just wasting your time. Anyway,
pushing shit up a hill.
Continue. Number 2.
Be authentic and be true. I'm pretty sure that is one that you said, but that's like a huge one. Like, you can't fake it. You don't want to make fake friends. Don't be a fake version of yourself, you know? Amen. A fucking man.
And number 3.
I don't know. I feel like you really did sum it up. Like, I just want to say, like, be open to it. Like, don't be standoffish. Don't be a fucking bitch. Like, you know, I meet new people at a party and I'm going to go introduce myself, tell them my name, probably overshare the fuck out of my life story. But you know what? I just made a new friend.
That you did.
I did.
You are very sociable.
It's because I'm an oversharer.
Anywhere we go and anytime you have a drop of alcohol, if there's no alcohol, different story. But when there is, you've probably made at least like 20 friends that night.
It's a blessing and a curse.
If you went to a party that you knew nobody at, by the end of the party, you would at least spoken to everybody. Not remember their names, but spoken to everybody.
A blessing and a curse. They would also all know probably my first dog's name, like what I did last Tuesday night and what I ate for my first ever dinner on Death Row.
Who's Jeff Rowe?
Death Row.
Oh, Death Row.
Yeah.
Tacos. Dumplings.
Yeah.
Dumplings.
Both. Anyway.
Two favourite meals. Anyway, thanks for watching this round. Oh, this round.
This round.
Thanks for watching this episode. And we'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye.